and welcome here to Frank R. Campbell Stadium. My name is Eddie Glenn, and I'll be bringing you a presentation of Averett Women's Lacrosse as your Cougars take on North Carolina Wesleyan Bishops here today, and again, women lacrosse action. Both teams new, trying to get their programs rejuvenated after having programs a couple years back. Halted action and came back. Did both programs. North Carolina Wesleyan coming off of a loss against Barton College 20-3 the other day in their 2018 debut, and the Cougars looking for their first win as well after losing to Guilford 16-6. So both teams looking to get on the board first, get their first W on the board. So we're gonna meet the starters for the Bishops. Number 2, Labrisha Reynolds. Number 3, freshman Alexandra Cusinata. Number 4, Angel Young. Number 7, Samantha Valeros. Number 8, Carly Pascal. Number 9 is Hunter Williams. 11 will be Diamond Allen. Number 12 is Michaela Nichols. 14, Alyssa Clark. 15, Deja Hartman. And 25, Sydney Smith. Wesleyan, unfortunately, does not have any reserves, and they will also be playing a man down the entire game. And so now let's meet your starters for your Averett University Cougars. Starting us off at number 18. She had a hat trick in the last game. Shayla Johnson, number 24, who got 2 goals in the last game. Elizabeth Peasley. 14 is Asia Lewis. Number 2, defender Cassidy Felt. Number 3, Haley Boardway. Number 7, midfielder Rosa Morales. 10 is Shifty Brooke Smith. 16 is Big Abby Taylor. 19, Caroline Earl. 20 is Rachel Hale. 21, Gabby Porter. And in goal is 25, Brianna Sowell. And Shayla Johnson did get a hat trick in that loss to Guilford, and then Peasley put up 2 of her own goals. And Zasia Lewis was the first one to get a goal early on in the game. So as the rest of the starters get introduced here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium, we're going to take a break. And then after the national anthem, we will get this game underway. And the final words from each team's coaches, when reinforcing the game plan that they've laid out all week long to prepare for the opposing team. And so both groups of ladies run out onto the field. Wesleyan, the navy blue on navy blue, and the Cougars coming in the white on gold here tonight. It is a little chilly, just over 50 degrees and really cloudy outside, but it's not too bad of weather. It's not raining, and it's not crazy hot or crazy cold, so weather conditions allow for this nice game to happen, and we want to take most advantage of it. Cassidy failed up for the Cougars to try and win the draw, and the Cougars will win the draw. Peasley sends it over to Smith. Smith showed last game that she is extremely shifty. Will lose her defender in a heartbeat. So Wesleyan with the ball now. And they turn it back over to the Cougars. Cougars get it. And this is Shayla Johnson. She moves into the Cougars attacking half. Sends it over to Boardway. Boardway to Taylor. So Taylor moving through the field. With Boardway. Looking for some help. She finds it in Johnson. Johnson. Sends it to Peasley. Peasley making a move towards goal. Wesleyan doing a good job of forcing her outwards. Cougars moving the ball around. And that was Rachel Hale on the shot. But she's going to get a free look at goal here. And a great save there by goalkeeper Sydney Smith. And so now Wesleyan with the ball. And it looks like they will turn it back over as Abby Taylor was able to stop the momentum. And that ball will sail out of bounds off of a pass, so it is a turnover. Cougars come up with the steal. Brooke Smith moving. Brooke Smith finding a teammate. And off the bar, it doesn't go in. I believe that was Gabby Porter with the shot. That came careening off the bar. And so here are the Cougars. This is Peasley. And she puts it in the back of the net. Peasley one-on-one with the keeper, and that's not a good sight if you're a goalkeeper. Peasley finishes the attempt, so 1-0 Cougars early on in this game. And that's kind of one of the bad things about playing a man down is that when you have the ball and you're trying to get out in transition, you're trying to move players up the field so you can get your extra man up the field, but that leaves you a hole in the defense, and that's where Peasley capitalized. Peasley's fouled. Over to Taylor they go. Taylor looking to move towards goal. She goes to Morales. Morales couldn't catch it cleanly. Shayla Johnson. Over to Hale. Hale almost finds Taylor standing right in front of the goal. And Hale had it temporarily. And the Cougars again coming up with a great turnover. And so here's NC Wesleyan, and they're running now. Moving down the field fiercely is number 3, Cuccinata. And she is fouled. Off to Valeros. She's moving in towards goal. She loses the ball. Gets it back. And now NC Wesleyan is in their attacking half for the first time this game. Cuccinata with the ball. Cuccinata moving in towards goal. And it looks like she's fouled. Cuccinata almost putting a goal in, but a great save by Sowell. Cuccinata saved by Sowell before she's fouled. Actually, ball will go to Averett. So, ball with Abby Taylor now, and the Cougars are running. And wide open running is number 3, Haley Boardway, and she will put it in the back of the net. And that makes it 2-0 early on for the Cougars. So after the goal from Boardway, the Cougars get the ball off the draw, and Peasley's moving down the sideline. Peasley all the way back behind goal. And Peasley putting a goal in the back of the net again. Cougars waste no time to put up another goal. Peasley with a nice spin move to get open towards goal, and she put it in. Peasley with her second of the game, fourth on the year. (3-0) that makes it after the Peasley goal. Peasley with her fourth on the year. It's Cuccinata over to Valeros. And here's Cuccinata making a move towards goal. Saved by Sawall. And so now moving down the field is Averett again. This is number 21, Gabby Porter. And the play's still not over. Cougars in very good position if they can get a hold of the ball. It looks like we've got some rain on the field, so that's going to affect the play out here. You might see some slippages. And here's Shayla Johnson moving in towards goal. She gets him back behind goal and makes the pass over to Peasley. Shayla Johnson again. And she is fouled. So Shayla Johnson will get a free look here. And she capitalizes. And this is Shayla Johnson's fourth on the year. Now we'll make it 4-0 from the Cougars after the Shayla Johnson goal. So after the Shayla Johnson goal, the Cougars in front by 4 early on in this game. And it looked as if the Cougars would win that draw, but NC Wesleyan and Averett in the end does win the draw. NC Wesleyan was battling for it. Shayla Johnson, another goal. And that's Shayla Johnson's second goal on the year. And actually, they don't count the goal. They say it's a turnover on the Cougars. Excuse me, they say, looks like Shayla Johnson was fouled then. So goal doesn't count. The Cougars will keep possession. Peasley battling for the ball. And the Cougars come up with it. That's Rachel Hale. And the goal will roll in. And that was number 3, Haley Boardway. That makes the score 5-0. Timeout, NC Wesleyan score 5-0, 19:36 in the first half here. And that's Haley Boardway's second of the day. Timeout call. We'll take it here with him and be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. So we're back after the timeout break. 5-0 is the score. Your Cougars are up in front. And Peasley wins the draw. Cougars moving the ball around well. And here's Shayla Johnson. Just off target. Cougars will retain possession. Looks like Boardway took a nasty spill on the turf there. But she's up and moving around, so that's a good sign. And looks like she's going to stay on the field. So Boardway will get a free take at goal here. Boardway's shot is saved. Here's Valeros. Looks like a stick might have caught her in the face. Now Valeros with a free opportunity here. And her shot sails over goal. Cougars doing a good job of putting a stick on a stick there and altering the trajectory of that shot. Sends it way over goal. So 5-0, still 16:45 in the first half. And that ball is turned over. And here's Smith moving down the field. Off to Gabby Porter. And now Porter's running. So Gabby Porter with a chance to put it in the back of the net. A little bit of confusion on the field there. It looks like it would be NC Wesleyan's ball. And here are the Cougars now, and this is Smith running. Off to Peasley they go. Peasley in the attacking half. And that pass almost finds Gabby Porter, but off the mark just a little bit. And NC Wesleyan almost finding a wide open Angel Young. And so here's the Cougars. This is Boardway. And a goal almost put in there by Peasley. That would have been her hat trick for the day. And this is Rachel Hale. She finds Peasley, and Peasley off the bar, but Porter able to put it in the back of the goal, 6-0. And we're back after the score. It's 7-0. There was another goal scored by Rachel Hale. Cougars playing well on both sides of the ball again. NC Wesleyan is playing a man down, but Cougars still capitalizing, showing what they can do. And so here's Smith on the run. I believe that might have been Porter getting fouled. Goal saved, but Cougars able to keep a hold of the ball. Hill gets a look at goal. And that goal was saved again by North Carolina Wesleyan. Ball will go to the Cougars. And Shayla Johnson, if she could have caught that ball cleanly, probably would have put another goal in the back of the net. Peasley trying to get that goal to go, but her stick was knocked around. And Johnson fouled hard. So Johnson with the free look. And she will get the goal. Takes the lead to 8-0 for the Cougars. That gives Shayla Johnson 2 on the day, 5 on the year. Peasley with the ball now in the attacking half for Averett. And a nice pass to find Boardway. But Boardway off the mark. And here's Peasley. And Peasley puts it in the back of the net. Another goal for Elizabeth Peasley. That makes it 9-0 for the Cougars. Peasley with the hat trick on the day. And I believe that will give her 5 on the year. Peasley with 3 goals and 1 assist. Shooting just over 50%. So the Cougars with the ball now. And here's Porter. And Porter gets another goal. And that would be Porter's second on the day. (10-0) in this first half. Gabby Porter with her second goal so far. And she does have an assist as well in the game. Nice stick check. Nice stick check in there for Averett. So moving around with the ball is number 5, Bateman. So now Averett will have to play with a man down as Porter comes off the field after getting carded. So now even numbers on the field now for NC Wesleyan. And this could be time for NC Wesleyan to capitalize. Cassidy Felt getting in, trying to steal the ball. Goes out of bounds, so back to NC Wesleyan. And Zasia Lewis trying to come up with a steal. And that was Cuccinata. Her shot sailing just over the top of the bar. That's Cuccinata trying to make something happen for her team. Cuccinata from Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania. Cougars with possession again. Shayla Johnson almost getting another goal. Peasley will. Peasley, I believe that will be her 4th on the day and 6th on the year. And so here's NC Wesleyan. So Gabby Porter back into the game, no longer playing a man down. Here's Averett, which I guess they're not necessarily playing a man down. Now they're a man up. North Carolina Wesleyan started the game a man down. And Cuccinata getting NC Wesleyan on the board. Sneaking that one in past Sawall. So that makes the score 11-1. Move under 2:20 to play in this first half. 11-1, the Cougars lead. Porter with Peasley with 4 goals in this game so far. Porter has 2. Ball goes to NC Wesleyan. Sowell with another nice save. And so here's Porter now. The Cougars have numbers. It's 4 against 3 here. And Shayla Johnson couldn't get her shot to go. And the Cougars coming up with the steal. They find Peasley. And Peasley finds the back of the net. And the last goal by NC Wesleyan, that was goal number 4 for Cuccinata. That means that Cuccinata scored all 3 of her team's goals in that 20-3 loss against Barton. Nevertheless, Peasley, another goal for her team. She's got 5 so far in this ball game. Cuccinata trying to get another goal in before halftime. And that will end the first half. The Cougars lead 12-1 so far. Peasley having an absolute monster of a game with 5 total goals, 7 on the year. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. we're back here after that halftime break. 12-1 is the score. Cougars are out in front. And that's Gabby Porter getting the Cougars on the board in the first 20 seconds. And the Cougars picking up right where they left off in that first half. Getting goals in bunches. Shayla Johnson getting possession for her team. And Gabby Porter getting her third goal of the game. That gives her a hat trick. 3 total on the season. Averett moving the ball around well. Over to Abby Taylor they go. Taylor. Over to Hale. Hale. Back to Taylor. Taylor. The Cougars again. Going with a more patient approach. Just moving that ball slowly but surely. And Elizabeth Peasley getting a goal for the Averett. 14-0, and that's Peasley's 6th goal of the game. And so here's Smith losing her defender, moving into an attacking position. And that was number 5, Lindsay Bateman, trying to sneak one in. And Bateman almost coming up with the ball there, but couldn't get a hold of it. And she was right in front of goal. As she got a hold of it, she would have scored. And that's Morales there with a good save, or a good interception, excuse me. Down to Peasley they go. Peasley finds Taylor. Taylor couldn't catch the ball cleanly. And so here's Wesleyan. Abby Taylor running with the ball, but not able to hold on to it. So here's the Cougars. Here's Zasia Lewis. So ball goes to NC Wesleyan, and they almost turned it over. So here's Cucinato. She's running and streaking. And a stick check will alter her shot. So here's Smith in transition now. She gives it off to Taylor. Taylor down the sideline. She pushes the ball up to Cora Gibson. Gibson finds Johnson. So Johnson, it's a free look. And she capitalizes, and that will give Johnson a hat trick. So Averett wins the draw. This is Smith running around back of the goal. And they find Shayla Johnson, and Johnson wastes no time in putting it in the back of the net. And after getting her third goal, she will receive her fourth on the day, 7th on the year. And it looks like Smith took a nasty, nasty fall. She hasn't moved since she hit the ground. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here after they are done attending to her. So they've got Smith up and walking off the field. She is using her own legs to get off the field, but Wesleyan has an injured player as well. And that is Alexandra Cucinato. She was signaling to her coach that she's done. I don't know if it's a cramp or if it's actual damage, but she is on the ground now being attended to. So Wesleyan playing down 2 men. And I believe that was number 11, Cora Gibson. Trying to find a goal there, but knocked to the ground, and ball will go to Wesleyan. And so the Cougars will get it. Cougars again couldn't catch that ball cleanly. And they find Shayla Johnson. And Shayla Johnson almost finds the net. And this is NC Wesleyan moving down the field now. And this is Cucinato. She came back into the game. Almost finding another goal. Good to see Cucinato back up on her feet and running well. And just like that, Cucinato will sit down. So NC Wesleyan down 2 men again. This is Shayla Johnson running over to Gibson. Gibson to Peasley. And Morales, if she could have caught it cleanly, would have had a look at goal. And this is NC Wesleyan now on the run. Valeros with the ball. Diamond Allen with the ball for NC Wesleyan. Wesleyan looking for another goal. And that shot just goes right over the bar. I believe Cuccinata came back onto the field. And so here's Averett on the run now. Board way over to Bateman. Bateman finding Peasley. Peasley couldn't find the back of the net, but she does get the ball back. Averett will lose possession of the ball. Ball goes to Wesleyan. Wesleyan moving down the field. Valeros with the ball. Valeros' shot didn't go, but I believe that is Cuccinata. Again for her team, Cuccinata. Second goal of the game, her fifth on the year. She does own all of her team's goals on the year. Makes the score 16-2. So Averett wins the draw, and here they go. This is Gabby Porter. And she puts it in the back of the net. Gabby Porter wasting no time at all. As soon as she got the ball, she made a mad dash towards the goal and absolutely buried it. Gabby Porter's 4th goal. A nice move from Zaja Lewis. Had Valeros on skates. Cougars almost coming up with another steal. Ball over to Rosa Morales. Morales looked like she was going to make a run at goal. 8:25 left in this game, 17-2. And so here's Cuccinata. And NC Wesleyan on the attack now. Cougars almost come up with a turnover. Cuccinata again. Coming up with the steal for Wesleyan, and here she goes. And NC Wesleyan almost able to set something nice up. And that was Tatiana Martin Herndon fouled hard. As this is Valeros coming off the field now. Ball goes to NC Wesleyan as we inch closer to 6 minutes left. 17-2, your Cougars lead it. Foul against Cuccinata. Cuccinata's shot goes over goal. Ball goes back to Averett. So here's Asia Lewis. Over to Bateman. Bateman trying to find Funkhauser in the middle. Under 5 minutes to go. And Valero's back onto the field. So here's Kristen Viegelman. Over to Lewis. And Lewis's shot almost goes in. And that was Boardway with the shot saved by Sydney Smith. Valeros with the ball. And I believe a timeout will be called by North Carolina Wesleyan with 3 minutes to go. 17-2 is the score. Your Cougars lead. We'll be back here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. And so this is Valeros after the timeout break. And that will be a shot clock violation. And 90-second play clock ran out, so 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. See Wesleyan not able to hold on to it. No team able to really get to it right now. So here's Asia Lewis. She's able to get it. Over to Bateman. They go, minute and a half left. It's Bateman as we go under a minute. Cougars most likely look to just pass this ball and let the clock run out. So ball will go to NC Wesleyan with 10 seconds remaining. And it looks like this game will just end 17-2. So the Cougars picking up their first win here in this 2017-2018 sports year. Win comes against North Carolina Wesleyan. 3-0 all time against North Carolina Wesleyan. Some quick stats here. Cuccinata with 2 goals. She's got all of her team's goals on the year, all 5 of them. And then Boardway picked up 2 goals and an assist. Bateman had an assist. Smith had an assist. Taylor had an assist. And then 4 goals from Shayla Johnson, 4 goals from Gabby Porter, 1 goal from Hale, and then Peasley with a 6-goal game here for the Cougars. So a very good game for the Cougars, something that they could definitely build off of. Some momentum pushing them into the next game. The next game will be Tuesday, February 20th, and they will travel to Ferrum College, their first road game of the year. And that game will be at 6 p.m. One of just 6 road games on the year for the Cougars. Most of their games will be here at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. But, again, a good win by Averett, 17-2. Again, something that they could build off of. And we want to thank you for joining us here on broadcast. For everyone in the sports information department, my name is Eddie Glenn. We want to wish you a happy weekend.